Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Chris Nelson. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. An economic catastrophe lurks as the CW application process sputters. Meanwhile, the governor's administration takes steps to avert the crisis. And an appeal to a higher court fails. Tax records now open to the public. In sports, the U18 boys national team sweeps the International Festival. Stay with us. These stories and more are next.
"48 hours. That's all we get in a week. But those 48 hours, we try to make them last forever. How? By filling in fast with all the right stuff. With a lot of laughter, a little drama, some adventure, and a whole lot of love."
Dad, Mom's here.
It happens pretty quick,
Bye, Dad.
but it's cool. Because the rest of the week, we talk about our plans
You want to go to the beach?
on how to make the next 48 hours last us a lifetime.
Bubblegum Shrimp Company opens daily at 11 a.m. Located on Beach Road in the heart of Garapan.
Hafa Tirwami, and good evening, Commonwealth. Today is Tuesday, August 27th, 2019. The CW crisis with September 30th looming. We sit down tonight with local business executive Alex Sablon. He says if something isn't done, the effect on the CNMI economy, catastrophic.
With just over a month to go, over 85% of pending labor applications look like they won't meet the deadline. This could put thousands out of work, shutter businesses, and split up families.
While we were delayed the Commonwealth was delayed in implementing a prevailing wage for this fiscal year, the 30 days at this stage really doesn't matter. At this point, we are behind the 8-ball in trying to get applications through and approved, and to your numbers, we're looking at somewhere around 10-11% approved out of 13,000 that are still in play.
What does that mean to the economy?
Well, it's Armageddon. If we do not get the 80+% of employees approved by September 30th, technically, they have to depart the Commonwealth. They are out of status. So without these employees and an insufficient U.S. citizen populace on the ground to fill the jobs and the categories we're talking about, we're talking about the end of the economy at this stage.
One thing we haven't talked about yet, there's a business component to this, but there's a personal component too, because a lot of the workers have been here for a long time.
Absolutely.
They have apartment or home leases, and they have kids that are in school.
They have U.S. citizen kids predominantly. They have been here for, in our example, we are having to let people go who have been here for decades, many years. They're part of our Tan Holdings family. They're part of this community. They have helped to build this economy, and all for the fact that they are not able to get through a visa process. And mind you, there's a lot of discussion about what could have been, what could we have done, On July 26th, the day after the Workforce Act was passed, we could not have started a prevailing wage survey because we were still at $7.05 an hour for minimum wage. And so the next increase was October 1. October 1 came, we went to $7.25. There technically needs to be a cooling off period, or rising of floor to ceiling adjustments of wages when we're at $7.25 an hour. And then the typhoon hit October 23rd, I believe it was, 25th. And so, you know, all those situations came into play. Yeah, were we delayed a little? Yes. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter at this point. We're here in August, and we still don't have labor certifications done.
What can be done at this point? We're towards the end of August. We're looking at a very, very serious situation.
Yeah.
It's you called it Armageddon. It is.
Yeah.
I don't think any economy has been looking at something like this that's predicted.
Right.
Natural disasters you can't predict, but this is we can see it.
Yes.
So there is time. Feels like there's time for someone to do something. What can be done?
So we've asked, and the governor has written a letter, thanks to Matt DeLonguero, his advisor, and you know, discussions that we've had about trying to get some reprieve from USCIS. And really, the last-ditch effort here is the governor has written USCIS asking for some reprieve. The idea behind the reprieve would be that USCIS accepts an application absent a TLC, does not deny it, but sends it to for an RFE. If it's sent for an RFE, then we could possibly invoke a 240-day rule, which still exists in the USCIS laws and the Workforce Act. And so if that is an opportunity, if USCIS could roll back the regs to allow for this, then there could be some time provided for the application process. Mind you, all of the other requirements are still in play. They still have to get, we still have to get TLCs. We still have to go through the process of contacting previous employees and actively hiring US citizens. That doesn't go away. What it does allow is, while that process is playing out, that the individual that's here with a visa can remain in the Commonwealth actively within the 240 days while their applications are being adjudicated for a TLC and ultimately a USCIS visa, if they're successful.
What do you think the chances of USCIS responding positively to this are?
I'd say 50-50 at this stage. We're hopeful that they understand the implications here, but we just don't know. It's a flip of a coin at this point.
Governor Torres today attending the Okinawan peace ceremony in the Marpi area. Torres says he has officially transmitted a request to USCIS about the non-resident worker renewals, and we asked him about it.
And so I wrote a letter asking if we can somehow extend that deadline. Perhaps those that fall into the category will be able to continue to work and not get penalized until a new regulation come in that address that category.
And when do you expect to hear back, or is there a...
Well, normally we wait at least a week, but we'll be coming. We called and to follow up that if they've already received it, and so normally when they say yes, we've received it, we give at least a week. Then we call back and said, is there any response to the letter?
I see. Do you think this is the biggest issue facing the Commonwealth at the moment?
For now, I think that it is, because you know, USCIS have addressed a lot of our concerns as well, but this is something that perhaps was unforeseen, the circumstances that we're at, and it does give us an alarming numbers that will be leaving the island if we don't have that extension.
The appeal filed by Imperial Pacific International LLC against the decision of NMI District Court Judge Ramona Manglonia has been denied by the Ninth Circuit Court. Earlier this month, Manglonia ruled in favor of the Commonwealth Casino Commission. IPI's tax information is now available to be viewed by the public. This includes audit reports, business gross revenue tax, and all corporate income taxes paid by IPI. IPI appealed the decision, and today the Ninth Circuit denied their request, and court documents state that the previously established briefing schedule remains in effect. Each year, a group of Okinawans come to honor and respect their fellow men who lost their lives during World War II. This afternoon, they conducted their final peace ceremony, something they've done for the past 50 years. All right, that video taken from early afternoon today. The governor of Okinawa attending the ceremony there on island for the next couple of days. There are some other events planned. Coming up, keeping the island beautiful is a never-ending task, and the island's biggest fundraiser just got its grand prize. These stories follow the break.
Get the phone plan you're looking for at IT&E. Stay connected with the strongest, widest, and most reliable network in the Marianas. Stream, share, play, shop, and surf the web with super fast 4G LTE data. Whether you need just a few gigabytes of data to get by, or if you want to go further with unlimited data, there's a plan for you. You'll always get the best price. Visit any IT&E store or call us to learn more. IT&E. Explore your world.
Okay, so what are we thinking today?
Oh, I just need a trim.
Okay, well, luckily you are in great hands. Perfect.
The $1 Stylist Deal.
Is that it?
That's it.
Or you could get a real deal. McDonald's buy one, get one for $1 deal is here. Buy one of your faves and choose another for just an extra buck. Choose from the Big Mac, filet of fish, quarter pounder with cheese, and 10-piece chicken McNuggets, but only for a limited time.
Winigi PHI Pharmacy in Gofadahi, Ihinim Lomo.
Our complete line of pharmaceuticals and lowest prices ensure you get the treatment that you deserve.
Our compassionate, friendly, multilingual staff will take the time to get to know you, explain your medications to you, and answer any questions that you may have.
Ngere ayor sumaye ukalweres ren, utchu wayor safeye emal ebalisiu klalyamweres.
Inumin ng inyong gamot ayon sa inireseta ng inyong doktor at alinsunod sa bilin ng inyong parmasutiko.
We We accept most insurance, but in case you don't have coverage, we offer cost-effective generic drugs.
PHI Pharmacy, your lifelong partner in health. PHI, the pharmacy you can trust.
Welcome back to the Tuesday night edition of the Channel 2 News. Saipan Mayor David Apatang striving to keep the island beautiful. Our Ashley McDowell has more on one of his projects.
Mayor Apatang has a crew of about 40 people who work to clean up debris, trim trees, cut grass, and contribute in any way that makes the island more beautiful. And one of those areas is the pathway along Beach Road.
We started cleaning up the seaweed from the pathway so people can continue to enjoy their exercise morning and evening. And we started trimming all the trees along with Public Works because our bucket truck was damaged during the typhoon. So I asked the secretary to work with us, and we all came together on Parks and Recs. And then it's looking pretty good now. It's you can see the water when you drive by Beach Road. We're trimming the bottom of those trees, so we get some more air coming in, winds, especially those walking along the pathway. So hopefully we can finish everything up this week.
Other areas the mayor's office focuses on are the villages, specifically the continuation of cleanup from Super Typhoon U2.
As we go around the villages and all that, and we find those people that need help as far as debris removal, we'll pick them up. As long as they continue to separate the debris that they have, separate woods, tin, and greenways, we will help them pick it up.
Mayor Apatang says most of the island has been cleared of debris, but there are certain parts that still need attention. And if you have any debris left over for pickup, you can go ahead and contact the mayor's office at 234-6208.
And in my chapter, the American Red Cross is having its biggest fundraiser of the year, which also happens to be the island's biggest party. Board member Bob Coldine has the details.
Typhoon season reminds us of the important role that the American Red Cross plays here in recovery, and the Red Cross reminds us that their biggest fundraiser has been set for October 12th. Co-chair Tana Beliu Camacho is already excited.
Well, it's the party of the year. It's Club 200, and our theme this year is Latin Nights, hot and spicy salsa on the sand.
What can people do there?
Oh, dance, 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 win lots of great prizes, and of course, you see what I'm in right now, right?
What is this?
Our grand prize. Thanks to Atkins Kroll, we have a 2019 RAV4. Woohoo! I don't think I can get out of this car right now. I don't think I want to, Bob.
Well, you can stay there until October 12th.
We haven't made a splash like this in a while, so very, very pleased to announce to the media and the general public on Guam and Saipan that Atkins Kroll Saipan will be contributing a 2019 RAV4 LE as the grand prize to the Club 200 fundraising event. Yeah.
This isn't the first time that AK Toyota has come to rescue the Red Cross. Executive Director John Hirsch recalls.
Literally hours after the storm, as we came to our office, we saw our vehicle, and our vehicle was parked at our chapter office in Dandan by the airport, which was really ground zero for the storm. And we have a Toyota Tacoma that's one of our emergency response vehicles. And we came in the morning and the entire windshield was shattered. And we knew that this would put us at a big disadvantage because this was a large 4x4 vehicle that we were going to need. So we made a very quick call down to Clark, and he made some calls to Guam, to Alex and the leadership over there. And literally within 48 hours, they had a new front windshield glass delivered, like hand delivered from Guam to Saipan. And within a matter of hours, they were able to install that windshield and get us out on the road. And that was really just an extraordinary help to the Red Cross and ultimately a help to our people.
All right, thanks for that nice story, Bob. ICE charges and a different way for the government to save money. That's what's in this KUAM news report.
Holiday Cinema, here's what's making news on Guam. Gavin Regis Duenas was sentenced to a little over 7 years in federal prison with 5 years of supervised release. In August of 2017, he was charged with attempted possession of meth with intent to distribute. He eventually pleaded guilty as part of a plea agreement. His case involved 2 packages containing a combined 6 pounds of meth and addressed to 2 separate addresses in Maritzo. When Duenas' home was raided, they recovered more than $40,000 in cash, drug ledgers, digital scales, and other drug paraphernalia. The fiscal year 2020 budget talks continue to slowly inch forward. Dominating Monday's debate was an amendment by Senator Therese Terlahi to set aside any extra revenues that come in above and beyond the monthly projections. But the governor's financial team said that's probably not a good idea. Nestor Lecanto reports.
Senator Terlahi said call her crazy, but she thinks the government should set up a lockbox account where they can put away any surplus revenue each month from which to pay for critical projects like a new electrical panel for the hospital, for example. But Budget Director Lester Carlson and Administration Director Edward Burns say because revenue collections are irregular, that wouldn't be practical.
We might be ahead in 1 month and we might be below in 6. You never know. So at the end of the fiscal year, once we know what we collected and it's over what was adopted, then we can look at things like this, but certainly not month to month.
Mr. Carlson's suggestion of waiting till the end of the year would even out all those collection issues. I would also like to point out that if you appropriate everything that comes in, and this does that, we will never ever reduce the deficit.
But Terlahi said if the administration was doing its job, it would be better able to predict the revenue ebbs and flows.
So this scare tactic of, oh, you know, we might have 1 month that goes down. Yes, we might in one category, but not in all, hopefully. And the fact is that in 2019, if you take those categories and you combine them and you look at every single month for 2019, we came in positive. And that just takes that little bit of positive extra that has not been vetted before the people of Guam as to how we're going to spend it and puts it into this fund and locks it up so that the people of Guam will know where it's going to be spent.
The Terlahi amendment, though, failed. The legislature, meanwhile, continues its section-by-section debate on the bill. It has until the end of the week to pass the budget. For Guam's News Network, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
Stay connected via our KUAM mobile news app. Follow us on any of the social media platforms that we have, and sign up for our weekly email newsletter, KUAM Digital Digest, on KUAM.com. Reporting for KSPN2 News, I'm Sabrina Salas, Matanano.
Thank you, Sabrina. Coming up in the KSPN2 Sports Report, it was a game for the ages. In this case, the age is 18 and under.
Faster, easier to use. With live TV, recordings, video on demand, and streaming apps, all in a single place. When you're looking for something new, recommendations are tailored to you. Voice-powered, personalized results to find what you want faster. And the unlimited potential of smart home. The new experience from TiVo is here.
Hi, I'm Nell, a certified ophthalmic assistant here at Mariano's Eye Institute. Today we want to talk about your eyes and how to take care of them for a lifetime of good vision.
A cataract is most commonly due to aging, but can have many other causes.
A cataract is a clouding of the natural lens of your eye. This clouding of the natural lens of your eye will cause your vision to become blurry. It will not fluctuate, it'll be blurry all the time.
Those with cataracts often experience difficulty in appreciating colors and changes in contrast, driving, reading, recognizing faces, and coping with glare from bright lights.
They will not get better all by themselves, and unfortunately, glasses usually don't help very much at all. I tell people that having a cataract is like having a cracked windshield. Smashed windshield, you can't see through it, and it has to be replaced. Cataract is the #1 leading cause of blindness in the world, and the really good news is we can fix it for you with a cataract operation.
Many eye issues can be treated right here on Saipan. Come see for yourself.
This has been Dr. Dennis Williams of the Marianas Eye Institute.
So what are you going to do this year? At Gold's, a dedicated fitness studio with a cushioned floor is perfect for group exercise. The cardio room features a variety of treadmills, bikes, steppers, and ellipticals. Fitness machines will help you achieve your goals, and the largest free weight area on Saipan gives you comfortable space to work out. Gold's Gym team is ready to help you get to your goals. Try harder. We know you can do it.
Buenas sports fans. Buenas sports fans, an international soccer tournament concluded at the Koblerville Training Center Monday evening. One team emerged unscathed, and they don't even shave. It was a dark and stormy night. Seriously, thunder clouds hovered all around the Koblerville pitch, threatening but not stopping the final night of this international festival, featuring 2 club teams from China, the NMI U18 Nationals and the Saipan All-Stars. Sunday, the U18s blanked the Saipan men 3-0. A win against Beijing 97 United FC would give them this, the biggest of the trophies and the one that NAMIFA staff Mickey Vargas correctly predicted. Those are the trophies that, that the NMI is going to win?
Yes, this one, the big one, that's the one the NMI is going to win.
When the Beijing Elite Corps team came out of their locker tent, I'm sure they were surprised to see 97 United FC floundering, leveled. They were losing 6-0 to the U18 Nationals. Well, check that, make it 7-zip. Joshua Waldo puts the cherry on top of the ice cream cone. United on the attack, the NMI double teams and steals the ball. Number 72 didn't like that. The clouds opened up as if God wanted to cool off the hot tempers. It works. NMI working on a shutout. Merrick Tovis, the goalie, was simply impenetrable. United with another chance, but in the field of opportunity, it was not plowing time. National goalie Chris Aninzo was impressed. What do you think of that, Chris?
Great save.
And Merrick Tovis was not about to let the visitors break the goose egg. Goalie John Bacayo arrived, and he couldn't believe the score when he saw it.
I came late, so just seeing the 7-0 with the team, I actually freaked out because the first game with the All-Star with these guys, it was like the beginning was like a tight game. And so when I saw the score, it was just like, wow, I was just surprised.
The U18 Nationals sweep the competition 3 games in 3 days by the combined score of 14-3. Coach Mina notes that it's games with off-island teams that is the true measure of success for this training program.
First game we struggle, so then we try to improve. Then if you compare first game, third game, so I'm very happy the boys, the improvement. So
big improvement.
This is like we always talking about the quality because our standard is always outside, not here.
Here's the windup and the pitch.
I don't believe what I just saw!
All right, it was a good day for Flowers. High 90, low 78, heat index 102, humidity 66%. Tomorrow's forecast, partly sunny, isolated showers, east winds around 10 miles an hour. High 89, low 78, seas 3 to 4 feet. Otherwise, just a pleasant day. Sunrise 6:04, low tide at 3 minutes before noon, and then sunset at 6:32. Just a pleasant couple of days for the rest of this week being predicted. All right, that is your news, sports, and weather. We'll see you back here tomorrow night.